Hi Sophie.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. First things first, How are you feeling today after your first competition yesterday?
I am feeling pretty good, to be fair. Better than I thought I would. I'm still recovering from tonsillitis, so that's fun.
Wow, you're a warrior.
One could say warrior, one could say a bit crazy.
A bit of both. You're not sore anywhere today apart from your tonsils.
I'm actually feeling alright, but honestly, I did try hard. I did try hard yesterday. I didn't
What was
just
it
stand by
like?
it. It was good. It was I think it was good for a first competition. I thought it would be more intimidating than it was. So
You did it in a 4, didn't you?
did it in a 4, so it was like a safety blanket. So I did it with my sister and then 2 other guys from the gym. So yeah, it was really fun.
Amazing. And if you could describe your experience in one word, what would you say it was?
Fun?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say it was fun.
That's pretty good because I remember my first competition. I did it in a 3, and I think I ended up subbing. Someone pulled out last minute, so it was 2 ladies, RX, but they entered an open division.
Right.
I think they had another person but dropped out, and they asked me, and I've just started CrossFit. I just started CrossFit, and I was picking up things quite quickly. So like I knew how to do like pull-ups, toes to bar, pretty much everything. I couldn't cycle the RX bar, but this was open comp, so I think it was like 1 out of 3 athletes had to be able to do whatever. And then you could scale it, but you just take less points, if that makes sense. So you could have picked like bar muscle ups or burpee pull up, but if you did burpee pull up, you'll just get less points essentially. Yeah. So it was quite an open division. So I was like, okay, I'll sub, see what happens. And that was the worst decision I've ever made. Like, if I could describe it with one word, I'd be like stressful. Only because who I was paired up with, they were lovely.
Yeah.
You know, they treated me really nicely on the day. But, God, that was high intensity.
Wow.
I just was not ready for it.
Yeah. If I'm being honest with you, the programming for the workout was a lot less intimidating than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah. So I was expecting to come away from the workout feeling dead. You know, like we've just done the open. I thought that I'd be on the floor, you know, gasping for breath, begging for my life. Yeah. And yeah, the first couple of workouts, they weren't too heavy going.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. Potentially, because our programming here is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that matters a lot, especially in the comp, because then you're going there and you're thinking actually a programming wasn't too bad, because what we do here is pretty intense some days.
That's it. And they push you so hard here. So doing something like
used
that, you're used to being pushed to your absolute max all the time. Even on the days where they say, you know, just turn up and do your best, even if your best today is only 70%. You still are so competitive with yourself that you want to do well.
Is that a CrossFit thing? When you say, oh, I'm not feeling it today, so I'm just going to take it easy. But as soon as you step foot through the doors in the CrossFit gym, you're like, I'm going for it. Yeah, what's the RX weight?
Yeah, what's the point in being here if I'm not absolutely going to throw down everything that I can?
Literally, especially for me, because we live quite far away. So when we do come to the gym, I was like, I might as well make the most of it, because I've literally driven 25 minutes to get here.
Yeah, absolutely. And because of the time that I have now to myself is quite limited, it seems a bit crazy that within that time I want to come and push my body to where it hurts. But, you know, I always leave here, even though I might be sore and out of breath, I always feel absolutely buzzing when I'm done. So I think I know that I'd be disappointed in myself if I didn't give it everything I had that day.
Yeah. I think it's just the CrossFit thing, to be honest.
I think
if I was doing high rocks, it wouldn't be the same.
No
shade thrown at high rocks there. I know it's a sport. Before you started doing CrossFit, were you doing something else?
Yeah, so I used to do pole and aerial silks. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So you have some upper body strength.
So yeah, when people say to me, oh my God, how are you doing your pull-ups already? I'm like, girl, it's the only thing I can do. That and rope climbs I've got in the bag. Everything else is definitely starting from scratch for me.
I remember seeing you during the open, was it the open workout that you were doing? Strict pull-ups?
Yeah.
I was like, how the hell did you just whacked out? Like, how many was there? Like 20?
Yeah.
Strict
20
pull-ups?
strict pull-ups, and then because I can't kip. Well, I'm trying to learn how to kip, but I've not nailed that skill so far.
That's actually incredible that you can do so many strict pull-ups.
Yeah, with a bit of a rest, but yeah. And then the chest to bar, I was trying to kip and then couldn't get to the top, so I had to then just use my strict strength to get me.
Honestly, I actually can't believe you did that. I was just in awe with you. I was like, that girl is incredible. I think a lot of women lack upper body strength, just generally. So actually, the fact that you have that experience is going to set you so much further than anyone else probably in CrossFit that is starting off.
Yeah, it's really funny because obviously a lot of people, or a lot of girls as well, seem to be able to do things well, like skipping. So they're like, oh yeah, I did this when I was younger, or handstands from when they do it in the playground.
Yeah.
I never did gymnastics when I was younger, so I've never been able to do a handstand. So yeah, for me, it feels like a big brave thing, even when I'm doing it against the wall and wall walks and things like that. And then skipping, I just skipping was in the workout, one of the workouts yesterday at the competition.
Oh yeah. Was it singles?
Singles, because we were doing scaled.
Oh yeah.
But I was just proud of myself because I only tripped on my rope a few times.
Oh my gosh.
But for some people, skipping's just something that you don't even have to think about.
No, I don't like skipping. I think the rope just scares me. Like tripping over the rope and just spanking myself on the rope just scares me. That I don't like it. I hate skipping. Anywhere there's dubs, I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It tires me out real bad as well.
Yeah, no, dubs is something that I still need to work on. But
Same, yeah.
I avoid it because I don't like it, but
I don't get on with them either. They're not good. They're our enemy. What did you think of CrossFit before you started doing it?
Oh my god, I thought it was for absolute dweebs.
It's just the image that it has, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah. I never heard of CrossFit until Bryn introduced it to me. We've been together for a while, and when we first got together, he just played rugby. And then one night, he said, oh, I'm going to go do this CrossFit session. And I did what loads of people do and think, is that a cross trainer? Like, what is that? And yeah, he went and he told me, and he came back. And he was absolutely buzzing about CrossFit after going to his first session. So yeah, he got sort of hooked. So I went along to a couple of the classes that he was doing because he'd been going on about it so much.
When was this? Some years back.
Yeah, like maybe like 6 years ago.
Right.
And yeah, maybe 6-7 years ago. So I went along to some of the sessions and at a different gym and tried it, and it was not for me. I was like, no thank you, I will stick to my pole. I will stick to my silks. It was a workout that we were doing, and I'd never done any of these movements before, and I think it was like a Christmas special or something, and then everyone gathered around me to cheer me on.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And
no one kind of warned you that this would happen.
I didn't know that was going to happen. And then also because everyone was watching me, I thought, oh my god, well I can't even not do the amount of reps that I'm meant to do because everyone's watching me. They'll all be knowing what I'm doing. And I just stood in the corner, like just wanted the ground to swallow me up, and I was like, please leave me alone.
That was your first kind of
introduction to CrossFit.
Oh gosh, that is scary. I mean, what do you think about the whole like people standing around watching you now? You made peace with that?
Yeah, and it doesn't really happen as much here. Like people, they respect that, and people cheer you on for encouragement, but they give you space. Yeah, whereas at that time it just felt like I had a little crowd, and I think some people were excited to see me there because I'd met them at social events that I've been to at Britain's CrossFit Gym, and it was quite funny.
I remember I was doing Eva. Have you done it here?
Remind me what that is.
I think it was like something to do with lots of running and 100 pull-ups.
Yeah.
We did it in the summer. I was doing the pull-ups so much. My hands ripped. I was doing singles at this point. I was the last person in the class to be finishing it. And I remember it was the weekend, and it was like a community throwdown, and the next class was coming in, and they were literally waiting for me. And it was the previous class, the next class, just literally stood watching me. And I was there on the box, like doing single pull-ups. My hands were ripped, and I was literally about to burst into tears. And I was just watching that clock thinking, hurry up, that time cap needs to just
Oh my God.
quickly hurry up and save me. Yeah.
Oh God. Has that happened since, or is that the only time that's happened?
That was the biggest time that would happen. Loads. Like, imagine 2 classes are there, like, come on, you can do it. I'm like, I literally just want to die right now.
No.
I know, I felt really bad. Like, I know people do it with good intentions, but yeah, that was just a bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was my experience with people cheering me on. When did you go back to CrossFit fully?
I only started CrossFit about a year ago. After we opened the gym.
Full time, yeah.
Yeah. So I did aerial silks up until I was about 4 or 5 months pregnant. And then I was way too tired. I was getting heavy. And, you know, it's obviously a lot of risks associated with silks and whatnot. And I just thought, you know, I'm not feeling this anymore. I actually then didn't really do loads of exercise through the rest of my pregnancy. Did swimming and I did a lot of walking the dog. Apart from that, I didn't really do an awful lot.
Yeah.
And then, fast forward to Sunny that's my son. He was born and he was 4 weeks old, and Bryn came home and he said, I think we found a place. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I think we found a place. And then I thought, oh God, I know exactly what you mean. And Bryn and Ben have been looking for somewhere to set up their own CrossFit gym for quite a while. We just couldn't find anywhere suitable. So I was like, brilliant, I've got a 4-week-old, and now is the time that you tell me that we found a place to open your own gym. And then 4 months later, we're opening the doors.
Yeah.
So and
it's come around really quickly.
Yeah, it came really quick. And I started coming down here filming content to help with the socials. And then saw that actually the people that were joining our gym seemed like really nice, friendly people, like a nice community. And there was a few people that also had young children that were coming in, and I thought, oh well, you know, it wouldn't just be me by myself with a baby. There's like other people coming in with kids. So I just bit the bullet and thought, right, I'll give it a go. You know, considering
why not?
Yeah, considering
it's my gym.
Yeah, it's
technically.
Yeah, exactly. So gave it a go, and honestly, I'm so addicted now. I'm absolutely addicted. It was my birthday last week, and all I've asked for is cash. So I'm going to buy lifters, I'm going to buy a belt.
This is it. This is how CrossFit gets you. Like, as soon as you start it and you kind of start getting good at certain things, you're hooked. And then as soon as you're hooked, then there's gear. So like, okay, so what can I buy? Weightlifting belt, weightlifting shoes, normal shoes. That's it. It all comes, and then it's also expensive.
It's so expensive. And then normal shoes, you get influenced by people like Coach Katie.
Gosh, they
how
have
many pairs? How many pairs has that woman got? But they're all so nice.
I know.
And then you start thinking, oh, maybe I need more pairs.
The thing is that I don't train enough for me to justify buying more than 2 pairs. Like, this is the thing. Like, I would never be wearing them really, like, more than once, maybe in a couple of weeks. So I probably wouldn't be doing that. But I think what I wanted to ask you as well, whilst we're on this subject, is what is it like to essentially have a partner who's a gym owner, a CrossFit gym owner, a coach himself as well? What is that like? What's
it like? It's really full on for the first, especially like 6 months. We didn't,
whilst he was setting up.
We did not spend much time together. You know, it was tricky. We had a young baby as well, so it was tough. But also it was really exciting. It gave me something else to do whilst I was on maternity leave. So I had quite a high pressure job before. I was responsible for a lot of people. I really enjoyed my work. So being on maternity leave, I absolutely loved hanging out with my son. But actually, even though sometimes I moan about it, it was a really good excuse for me to use my skill set.
Yeah, 100%.
And loved it. Loved meeting the people. And I'm really, really proud of him, to be honest with you. It's really cool to see someone have a dream and then actually make it happen.
I think so. And it's a cool thing to tell your son as well, to say that when you're 4 weeks, we literally we're building a business together.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, to start off with, especially, you know, during the lockdown and whatnot, when Bryn was into CrossFit and I wasn't, he was trying to get me to do CrossFit workouts at home with him. And oh my God, I was like, no. I'd be really pathetic. He'd be like, right, we're going to do more burpees. And I'd just be like, I don't want to do more burpees. Whereas now, when we're at home, I'll be like, oh, can you help me with my technique on this?
So do you actually ask him for, my next question was going to be like, do you get coaching at home? Because
sometimes I'll ask him for little tips, and not as much now, but you know, especially when I was first starting, because I was like, wait, what is this? And especially with the Olympic lifting movements, I was like, I don't know what that means. So I would make him help me prep for a class before I went, because I just didn't want to have no idea what I was
so
doing.
cute. I probably would do the same too.
Yeah. But now, every now and again, if I'm like, oh, what do you think about this? Or have you got any tips on this? It's more like little things like that. Or how would you attack this workout?
So you don't have programming that Bryn designed for you, and you come here and work out. Do you?
No. We just do the programming.
Why not?
We just do the programming that the gym makes.
So do you sometimes ask him to come to open gym with you and work on certain things, or?
Yeah. I mean, if I can get his attention. For more than 10 minutes. He's very busy, and it is hard to find time where, you know, either of us aren't working, or, you know, playing with Sunny, or helping other members or whatnot. So if I can capture his attention for 5 minutes, then so I'm trying to work on consistently doing toes to bar, and trying to kip, because I know it will help make my movements a lot more efficient. So I definitely will ask him for help on technique. He's definitely, he says how it is a lot more with me as well.
Oh, does it? Does he get annoyed? Like, I feel like if I asked Nick, for example, to like show me something and I just wasn't getting it, or I wasn't doing it properly for a long time, he'd just get annoyed. I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore.
I think sometimes the way that I interpret what people say is a little bit different. So sometimes I'm quite I need things laying out for me in a particular way so that I fully grasp what I need to do. So sometimes I can tell if I've asked him for like the 5th time, he's literally like, oh my god, like, come on. But
he's used to it, because when we come in for the class and the coach goes to the whiteboard and goes, okay, we're gonna start now, so this is the workout, this is the warm-up. I don't know what happens to me, but my soul leaves my body. Like, where does it go?
It's like that meme where you're like, do.
Literally, my brain is just doing something. But does that happen to you?
Yeah, it does happen to me, especially on them 10 a.m. classes. I don't know
what
the vibe in that class. The vibe in that class, I love it. But
is it because of the elites?
Because
you get the elites in that class.
I think so, maybe. And it's just a buzz about 10 a.m.
I do feel bad for the coaches in that, you know, whenever there is briefing and I don't know what a word they just said, I look to a person to my right or left, whoever's next to me, and I go, do you know what we're doing? They go, not really, I wasn't listening. I was like, so what were we doing? I was literally looking at him. Okay, I'm nodding away. Yep, I understand what you're saying. Not a single thing that's gone into my head.
No, I have to, honestly, some days I have to actively be like, make sure you pay attention, make sure you pay attention, make sure you pay attention. But then all I can hear in my head is, make sure you pay attention, and I'm not actually paying attention.
Oh my god, why does that happen? I don't know. I actually think it's possibly because, you know, when we're at home, we are constantly thinking about work, you know, what chores, whatever we're thinking about, our brains are constantly going. But when we come to the CrossFit gym, or any gym where you're being coached, you'd almost turn into a child or a student. You're like, so tell me what to do. And you just like, my brain's just like taking a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
Like, I just need to be told what to do. And I think they're used to it. People asking a million questions. So I think, I think you're fine. And if I was you, I'd demand more coaching. Because you might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Is there any movement that humbled you so far in CrossFit that you thought that'd be easy, but like, it's really hard?
I thought my legs would be stronger than they were. I think, you know, to start off with, when I first was doing back squats or whatnot, I think in my head I was like, yeah, I could easily lift that, and then went to and thought, I can't stand up.
Right.
But yeah, so I've been on a journey with that. I've been on a journey with my legs, but it makes sense because I've never really trained my legs.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Yeah.
My strengths have always been my upper body and my core. So yeah, I don't know why in my head I thought I'd be like, yeah, I've got this.
Because people that do it make it look so easy.
Yeah, effortless.
Yeah, effortless. I think I hate back squats personally. I just kind of, my chest just falls forward with the pressure of the weight. I can't really lift much. But front squats, I'm keen on front squats.
Oh man, it's the opposite for me. I don't.
Really?
So now I've worked on it a lot more. Back squats fine, front squats. Oh, my wrists. I whinged about it for about half an hour after.
Yeah, it is hard on the wrists, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to
Wrist wraps are good for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because then that's the kind of thing where I'd say to Brent, "Oh, it really hurt my wrist," and then he'll just look at me. He'll be like,
"Get on with it."
Well, you need to strengthen your wrist. Then I'm like,
"Yeah,
but how?" And he's like, "There's loads of things you can do." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but they say that to us as well. Do you think say that to Brent and he comes over and goes, "Oh, poor wrist"?
Yeah.
He just goes, wrist wraps, like do
wrist,
something.
Yeah.
What are you moaning about?
Yeah, in my head, Bryn's like, like panders to everyone else and not to me, but no, he doesn't really.
Yeah, he would say the same thing to all of us.
Also, wall balls,
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
But I can do them now. I was really proud of myself.
That's
For
good.
the first open workout, that I could consistently do wall balls in 5s, because last May, Bryn and I were on holiday. We went down to Devon and we went and did a drop-in in a affiliate down there. And, Bryn walked in and he's like having a chat, and at the end of the class he's like, yeah, I've got my own gym, got my own affiliate, having a chat. And I literally had to stand there and be like, I've only started CrossFit 2 months ago. I don't know what I'm doing, because they just watched me absolutely die. And I think the wall ball hit me in the face like 3 times.
I don't like wall balls.
But,
they're not good.
Yeah, but I'm really proud of myself now, because in the open workout I actually could do them.
Yeah, no.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's finding, instead of focusing on things that you like and know you're good at. Like, I would love to do rope climbs all day, every day, but I never practice them ever, because I don't need to. So yeah, I think it's a good trait that Bryn's taught me, is like find the things that you find really hard.
Yeah. And in CrossFit there are so many things that you could really be learning.
Yeah.
It's like you have to be a master of so many different things to be somewhat good at CrossFit.
I don't know how people fit it all in. Like, they must come do the class, and then what do they do? Like 2 hours of open gym? Do they come every day?
No, genuinely they do. So I was talking to a girl from our gym, and she's incredible. And I was talking to her about her bar muscle ups, and I was like, how did you get your bar muscle ups so good? And she used to come 3 times a week open gym and just kind of do accessory work for bar muscle ups and strengthening her back or whatever other muscles that you need to have for bar muscle ups. Essentially, she was doing it 3 times a week.
Wow.
And that is exactly how much effort you need to be putting in to be good at it.
Wow.
And I just don't have that in me. I have no commitment.
That's like elite level athlete status, and then you're probably still
Trust me.
nowhere near being elite level athlete status.
And then with that as well, you have to eat well. And that is beyond my commitment level. Sorry. This is why I'll never be good at CrossFit. Do you feel like you have to be good? You have this pressure that you have to be good at CrossFit because you are with Bryn, who is like CrossFit coach, and he's the CrossFit gym owner. Do you have that pressure? Because often when I'm at the gym, like, I'm not trying to impress myself, I'm just trying to impress the coaches. I'm like there, like Katie's watching me, I was like, okay, I better be good. I better do this really well.
I think in front of the people that I know, no, I don't have that pressure, because they know me and they know my background. So, and being here and in front of people that I say, I already know, I don't feel the pressure. When new people come in and they know that I'm Bryn's partner, I feel like pressure.
Do you feel like you're constantly trying to impress him?
I feel like getting praise from Bryn is honestly a big thing. I'm someone that like thrives on getting bits of encouragement and praise, whereas he is the complete opposite. So he doesn't tend to like give it out too much.
Really?
Yeah.
He dishes it out during the class.
Yeah.
So come to his classes.
Yeah. I actually think, especially since having his own gym, he's so supportive, so impressed by people. I definitely am looking for him to give me some kind of acknowledgement of when I do something well.
Yeah,
because I do look up to him as an athlete. Like, he's really good at it. He's so good.
Fantastic.
He'll like brush it off and
it's
pretend
like
that he's
natural
not.
To him.
Yeah, but he's great. I
hate him for that. There are people that are just natural at CrossFit.
Yeah, he's naturally good at CrossFit, and also he struggles. No, he doesn't struggle. He almost like doesn't have a pain filter. He'll just keep going.
Yeah.
He will just keep
That's
going.
what makes him a good athlete.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I used to go to the other gym, one of the coaches there said, you know, when you're in a workout, or let's say you're doing like 10 squats, let's say 10 back squats, and you're there at 7th rep and your legs are like on fire, like you are like, that lactic acid's building up. That's where the gains are. So they were like, you've got to now keep going. You've got 3 more reps. You've got to push through this feeling, because this is where you make gains. And that really stuck with me. And that made me really realize during the workout, when I'm feeling that lactic acid building up, chest feels tight, just keep going through this, because this is where all the progresses come from.
Yeah.
And that really stuck with me.
Yeah. It's amazing what impact the mindset has on how you perform. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely think, apart from Bryn opening the CrossFit Gym, I think the reason why I now enjoy CrossFit and why I did give it a go and get into it was after having Sunny. Because going through pregnancy and going through childbirth, and I had a long labour at home. It was what I wanted.
Was it water birth?
Yeah, I had a water birth at home. So I was in labour for like almost 24 hours.
Bloody hell.
And
You've
my
gone
God.
through all the pain.
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, and you think, if I can get through that,
Of course you can
I
get
can
through
do
it.
CrossFit. I can get through some bloody squats or burpees, or I'm not sure about thrusters.
What a great analogy, though.
But yeah, honestly, it has transformed my mindset, and genuinely, I now think that it's given me so much more confidence in what I can do physically.
Did you find when you joined CrossFit, it was more challenging physically or mentally?
Both, because when I joined, I was probably like 6 months postpartum, so still everything's, you know, pulling itself back together. I had actually gone to some other classes before, not CrossFit, because CrossFit seemed a bit daunting to go into straight away. And I went to these moving mum classes. They were really good, so that was like a get back into fitness. So I'd already got a little level of fitness. I had, you know, kind of had the mindset then, the right mindset then, from after going through having Sunny and whatnot. So yeah, I guess physically, if you're gonna pick between the two.
Yeah. And how long did it take you to kind of settle into it? I suppose it helped because, you know, this is kind of your home gym, isn't it? You've got your partner that works here, and you knew a lot of people from the beginning. It would have been quite a quick transition.
Yeah, I think it was quite a quick transition, but it took me maybe 5-6 months before I'd then start to be like, oh, I was getting FOMO about not going to class.
Yeah.
So it took a while of getting into it. Yeah, I was pretty addicted from the start, to be fair.
You know, every single person has these things that they're really good at for no particular reason. They're just good at certain movements.
Yeah.
Like mine is handstand push-up and toaster bar,
Yeah.
but nothing else.
Yeah, your toast bar great. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Well, Ollie lifting comes natural to me.
Your position in Ollie lifting is insane. Your mobility is so good.
Yeah, that's just 100%. Well, 95% genetics, 5% effort, really. Genetics play a huge part in CrossFit, I think, because some people just can't move their body in that way. Just genetically, they cannot.
Yeah. What was the movement? We were doing a movement the other day. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was something overhead. It was something with getting the dumbbell over your head. Maybe it was a lunge. And I was like, oh, that's really easy. And he just looked at me like, that's because you've got really good mobility. Yeah. He was like, come to the class next week when we've got that programmed and see how many people struggle.
It could have been like overhead dumbbell squat.
I think that is what it was.
So hard.
That is what it was. Overhead dumbbell squat. Well done. That's what it was. And I just picked it up and I was like, easy.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's because of your mobility.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. He's like, honestly, most people won't be able to do that. So I was in the class, like you say, 10 a.m. with the elites, all these people that I look up to every week, and they're all struggling. And I was like, oh my God, I can do something that other people can't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, you know, it's not about that, but sometimes it's nice to find a little win, isn't it? To be like,
100%.
Yes, thanks, my genetics help me.
Exactly. And I think they just keep us coming back. You've got, you know, like when you start losing weight, that's where you get a bit of reward and you're like, actually, I'm starting to see results now, so I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
And you always need that, because without it, you're probably never going to come back, really.
Yeah, that's it. You need to have those little wins every now and again.
Yeah.
So otherwise you're just getting beaten by a barbell.
Is there one annoying coach habit that brings into your relationship or takes it home after the class?
Yeah.
What is it?
I asked him if he could do something for me, and he asked me if I would send him a calendar invite to remind him.
Oh, relationship becoming official now.
I was like, okay. Or what else was it? I think it was like a list of things to do, and he was like, can you write them in an email, or can you put them in a document and send it to me? And I just looked at him and went, no.
I'm telling
Absolutely
you now,
not.
Remember.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you need to remember. Please, can you do this for me? But he was just like, oh yeah, can you just put that in a document and file it for me? I'm like, I'm not your PA.
He's using corporate language with you now.
Honestly, and he's never worked in a corporate role ever, so I was like, what have you been doing?
He's an entrepreneur now, so
that's it.
He's got to start.
That's it. He's a business owner, so there we are. I don't like being given advice unless I ask for it. Sometimes he might just come and give me some unsolicited advice about something that I do not care for.
Right.
So I have to be really careful about how I respond so that I don't blow up.
What you do is count till 10 seconds, take a deep breath and go, thank you for that input.
Yeah. Thank you for your feedback.
That's it. And walk away from it. Is it because he's constantly doing that at the gym?
I think so. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care your opinion on this.
Unless I'm at the gym.
Yeah. And then I want all of your opinions because I want you to make me the best CrossFitter ever. If I'm not at the Open by 2030, then that's it.
Disappointment.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's the point? What's the point of being with him? Yeah, if he can't get you to CrossFit Games.
I know. All those years down the drain.
That's so funny. But he's got to bring something to the table.
That's it.
He can't just waste all of his qualifications. So going back to your competition then yesterday, do you think you'll continue to compete?
We've signed up for another competition.
When?
In August.
Cool.
We're doing Wadland.
Okay, yes. Who is it with?
So it's a team of 6. So it's me, Steph, and Lauren Howie. And then it is Steve, Gareth, and Chapo.
Oh, I love that you kept the original crew from yesterday.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
4 out of 6 of our women.
Awesome, that'll be a good one.
Also signed up to one at Cattle Dog.
Oh, is that the Battle for Midlands? Yeah, I've done that one. When is it? April.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's like next month.
Yeah, with Lucy.
Gosh, that will be a good one. So I signed up for that Cattle Dog one last year, I think. It was an intermediate comp. I've regretted ever since then. There's a male, female. No, it was from Lutterworth, and gosh, that was hard. Also, I went with the guy who was really good, and that was a mistake. I should have gone with someone on my level. I think that would have been a bit better. I just thought, never again. Like, this is way beyond me. Like, I'm just not ready for this. I know the weights were hard, like the movements were hard, the style of workout that I've never done before, and I just wanted to cry. Yesterday
there was hang cleans in it, which, I'm still relatively new to anything with a barbell. So I was buzzing because I got a PB for me. So I was like, yay!
You got 40, right?
I got 42 and a half.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't see those little fractionals.
Yeah, the little fractionals on the outside.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I was really excited. But then I'm looking over and there's women doing like 60, 65, 70.
Yeah. And I think the last question I have for you, complete this sentence. CrossFit is...
I need a second to think about this. Highly addictive, really motivational, and has an awesome community.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming today and joining me.
Thanks for chatting with me.